Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock, the Manchester United fan channel. Today is a very, very special day. I'm joined by my brother here, Jay, and of course, none other than man himself, Rafael Da Silva. We've got all sorts on the screen right now, but Rafa Da Silva is in the house. Rafa, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for inviting me. I hope we have a good chat here today.
Yeah, most definitely. We're going to have that. We've got so much to get stuck into here today, but it's just such a pleasure to have you here. You are a fan favorite, Rafa, and you're someone that we've taken to our hearts, and you've been remembered for a long time. How does it feel when United fans still popping up for you and checking out how you are and sending you messages and stuff?
It feels amazing. I'm not like that. That's why I'm here today to try to help all these supports I get for so many years, and to try to answer some questions for you guys and of course for all the United supporters.
Yeah, it's great to get you. I mean, myself and Jay, there's a few years between us, but even the younger lads, the older lads, like everyone really took to you and the way you represented the club and the way you represented the badge. So thank you for that. Jay, get some words in.
Yeah, I'm just sat here like we're actually chatting to Rafael Da Silva, one of the cult heroes of Manchester United. And whenever we see you on social media and giving interviews as well, Rafael, you always seem like a Manchester United fan. You always say the sort of things that Manchester United fans want to hear or would say ourselves. Do you still feel like a United fan?
100%. That's 100% because maybe I speak in the way I feel, and like you said, I feel like a United support, like a Manchester United support. So maybe that's why all the fans and everybody like the way I speak.
I especially like it when when you were asked about Manchester City and clubs like that, and you always say it's extra special to beat them because I'm a United fan.
It's from my heart. Can say 100% it's from my heart.
There was a comment you made after Leon beat Man City, and you were there in red, and you were like, I don't lose when I come here.
Well, it's the truth. Huh? It's the truth. I beat them that time over there, and it was a different feeling, And maybe more than ever after that game, I felt like a Manchester United support, because I feel so good winning that game, and I remember so many things about United. So it was, like I said before, it was from my heart.
Yeah, we could tell that as well. We will get onto those Manchester United things, but let's go back to where it started. Now, recently, I've been watching All or Nothing Brazil. I've grown up, watching City of God and watching football in Brazil and all these different things. You grew up in Rio de Janeiro, in Petropolis. What was life like for you growing up in Brazil as a young man?
It wasn't easy. I can say that. But at the same time, I know it's a lot of young guys growing up much poorer and harder than I did, So you have to make that clear. But of course, our life wasn't easier. We fight. My dad and my mom, they work a lot. I can say that. That's why all the time I speak about them. I speak with proud, because without them, maybe we won't be here, or we won't be football players. So I thank them for everything.
And how did you fall in love with football? Because obviously we associate Brazil with football. I grew up watching R9 and looking at the classic Brazilian teams, but how did you get into the game? Was it just because it was all around you, or did you fall in love with a player, a team? What made you pick up the football?
To be honest, it's hard to answer this question because I fall in love with football with 5 years old, so it's very hard. I think football, I born with this, me and my brother, my family, to be honest, because my older brother played football as well. So my dad played, not professional, but he used to play as well. So I think I can say I born with football in my vein. So it was like this 5. I had my twin brother, so this helped a lot because always I had someone to play and to fight. Sometimes I want to win, he want to win. This helps a lot. You can see Ronaldo and Messi. It's like this. It's like the one want to be better than other, and you grow. And I think with my brother, it was always like this. We always play, and when one lose, the other one try to do something better than others. So I think that helped a lot as well.
Yeah. You signed for Fluminense. How did they find you? How did they discover you?
I played for futsal as well in Brazil. A lot of young players, they play futsal. So I play futsal for Botafogo. And Fluminense watch us play in Petrópolis, futsal in Petrópolis as well. I play Boa Esperança in Petro. It's like a youth team over there. So they watch me and my brother, and they just say, these guys are different. So we should take them. And we are so young. And not so many young players live in the facilities they have over there. But my dad said to them to play for Fluminense, they need to live. We cannot afford to, the money to every day pick them up and this stuff. So because we had already good quality, so we lived there. It wasn't easy, but at the end it was a very good choice.
Definitely. Rafael, what was it like being spotted by Manchester United as well? I think it was in the Premier Cup. Not just yourself as well, but your brother, both of you being spotted and being asked to join United. What was that like?
A dream come true, We never expected this to happen so early. The biggest club in the world just spot us, just say, "Oh, I think you can come to England." At the beginning, we didn't believe. Even because they say just it was like, I don't know, because you won the Copa Nike, they call, in Hong Kong. We just want you here to train, to know the facilities. They never say they want us, They just say it was like a present for win that. And at the end, we stayed there 15 days. And the way back, John Covert just said to us, United want to sign you and your brother. When he said that, I arrived in my home. I said this to my mom, to my parents. They cry, because straight away it was, like I said in the beginning, it was a dream come true.
If did it have to be you and your brother? Like, for example, if United said, Rafa, we want you, but not Fabio, or Fabio, but not, what happens?
At the beginning was scary, because my brother he didn't went the first time because he had something with the national team, because you always play the youth national team, and he didn't went. And when they say United want you, John speak about this all the time. John Covert, who used to scout for United. First thing I asked is my brother as well. He said, yeah, they want your brother as well. So I was scared, the beginning, because we lived together forever. So yeah, I was so young, and the first thing I asked, it was just me or my brother. They say, no, you want both of you. It was funny.
Like that.
There was talk of Arsenal being interested. Did anyone ever talk to you about joining Arsenal?
I heard your mum had a big say in that.
Yeah.
I read your mum. Is that right?
Yeah, this is right. We coming back. The guy who worked for Arsenal, I think he knew us as well, but they heard about this, So we was playing a competition with Fluminense, and the guy just arrived. Say, okay, we have Arsenal want you. Maybe you don't need to pass for Fluminense, you can go straight. Maybe it'll be better for you. And I arrived home and I spoke this with my mom. The first thing she said was, no. Fluminense give you the opportunity. How are you going to let them down, And my dad as well. So it was very important. It's the way I try to live my life, You need to be honest. You need to be fair with the guys who begin or who try to help you first,
So, 2 young lads, 2 twin brothers. They look as tall as Scrappy-Doo, but they got a heart of a lion. You finally make that move over to Manchester. You're joining the team that has just become the European champions, the English champions. Whew, pressure or what?
Yeah, the biggest pressure I will say to you, because we watch it. I was in the stadium and my brother when United win, Champions League. I remember everything about that game, and you come to this team and you see that, Ronaldo, Rooney, everyone, Rio, Vida. It was pressure, of course, but in the same way, like you said, we want this so bad. I think the hardest thing, I say this to young boys who you want to try, you want to be a footballer. The hardest thing is to arrive there. When you're there, you take your chance, my friend. You don't let people say, "Oh, you can't," or something like this. I think for football players, we had the best thing is to arrive there, to have a chance to do it. And when we are there, I can speak with my heart. I was in the shower saying, "I will be United player. I will be United player every day." And I did my 1,000%.
See, hearing you say that, now I understand why you're on Instagram shouting out and calling out the likes of Alexis Sanchez when you hear things about them maybe not wanting to be there for long, because you fought for your spot. You recognized that you had to fight for that, and you did everything to do that. So when you see players not taking that opportunity, does that make you feel a certain type of way?
Make me feel hungry, very hungry. That maybe that's why I put that comment, because it's too easy. In these days, I think it's getting worse. People just want to blame someone, just to say, this is shit, this is bad, coach didn't help me or something. Okay, sometimes it happens, but you need to try to fight somewhere or somehow. At some point, you need to say, okay, I need to see what I'm doing wrong, what I can do better, and it's like this, For me, it's too easy to blame someone else.
I hear that, and I think you were brought into a team with a manager that wouldn't accept anything less, and we are starting to see Manchester United become that kind of team again, especially with the environment around. But it's great to hear you say that, because that seemed to be something that was throughout the team. And I watched Sir Alex Ferguson's recent documentary. Have you seen it? Never Give In?
No, I didn't see this one. It's new one.
You should check it out. Obviously, you lived it, so I mean, you were there.
You might be in it.
I will see that. I will see that. I never saw. I will see.
But yeah, you've got that attitude that he speaks about, the working class fighting for your spot attitude, and I've got to rate that.
Yeah, but I learn with the best. When you learn with the best, you have everything to become one of them. So that's why I thank him for everything. Not just him, the players around as well. Rio Ferdinand, Vidic, Patrice, Fletcher. I speak about Fletcher because I love that guy, and he helped us a lot. Rooney, of course, Ronaldo, Nani, everyone.
What a team.
We had to be honest, me and my brother, we are lucky to play with these players and to have these players around.
You mentioned Darren Fletcher there, of course, and he's at Manchester United now. Do you think that's a good move by the club, bringing in someone like Darren Fletcher to help out with the team now?
Of course. Okay, this question for me is his answer, because I admire Darren Fletcher the way he is. You see Darren Fletcher, I heard this a lot, and I think he heard as well. Fletcher is not good enough for United. Fletcher is not that, and he always did. He always performed. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not saying always perform, but he always gives his maximum, and he play well. Yeah, I think that's what you said about what Ferguson did. Of course, did all his career. He maybe. Everyone think this player is not good enough, but when they play, they were there, and when you give 1,000%, will be good enough, even if sometimes you don't have a lot of quality. Sometimes it's here so in your head,
See, when you first came to the club, I thought at the time, all right, we won't maybe see him and his brother for 1 or 2 years. We won't. Maybe they're just gonna get ready and they're gonna train and they're gonna come through. You made your debut in August. Did that surprise even you?
Yeah. That surprised me a lot. Even that season surprised me a lot. You know, I was ready to play, but I played so many games that season. I was 18 only, and I'll be liar if I say I wasn't surprised. But in the same way, like I said to you, I want so bad, to play for Manchester United to show what we can do. It was amazing season, to be honest. My first season.
Were there any stories from training? So when you went to training, I know what you're like playing football, how angry you can get, the tackles you can make. Did you do that in training? That's what I want to know. First day of training.
Of course. United, we are no for that. I swear to you, they used to say these guys are like dogs, because me and my brother, we always respect everyone, but on the pitch, when you're training, I forget everything. I remember one time in village. Sorry, you hear I think it's my baby crying here. I don't know if you can read.
No, it's okay.
That's fine.
Sorry.
It's okay.
But I have 3 kids. I think the same way schools, gigs, all the guys, they love them for that, because on the pitch we are there to play football and to we don't see people. We don't see his gigs. I'm not gonna attack him. Ronaldo. I have so many stories about this. Village one training. I tackled him so hard. He was furious, and I was so young, And he just I tried to. And the next move, I tried to take the ball. I had big hair, He just take my hair and put me on the floor because he was so angry. I go down. I didn't speak one word. I go down and I still training with everyone. Speak with him, but I didn't care. I was there respecting him, but it was fun. It was very funny. I know maybe he will remember that. It was a funny thing.
That's why we love you, man.
Yeah. Fearless. Absolutely fearless. What was it like, Rafael, playing alongside your brother as well? I think there's games obviously where you both started the FA Cup semi-final. What was that like, playing alongside your brother, starting for Manchester United?
The semi-final was the first one, wasn't it?
Was that
Wembley.
The first one?
You played together.
One,
Yeah.
And I speak about this all the time. It was amazing to play with my brother, but at United, at the same time, it was hard, man, because we want so bad to be good, to play together good. I think we feel a little bit pressure. We put pressure on ourselves. That's why you never play a lot together. I think that's my thing, but I don't know.
One day that it did go right was in 2011 against Arsenal, yeah? In midfield. That day, everything went right, yeah?
Yeah, it's true. That day,
Tell us about
was
that day.
a special day. Everything went right. My brother scored. I give half assist in that game. It was what a game. Never forget that.
Yeah, I'll never forget.
Yeah.
I remember we were speaking just before, and when I saw the team sheet, I went, what the hell is this team?
Everyone, I imagine everyone before that game when they see the team sheet, they say, what the hell? What Ferg is doing? What is this? So 8 defenders in the team. At the end, everyone was clapping. Oh, what a genius! Unbelievable.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. What was your overall memories of Sir Alex Ferguson? Obviously, everyone knows he's a genius. He's this, he's that. But is there a story or is there a moment that you just remember him by?
I remember him doing jokes, I had like 19, 20, and maybe 23 or whatever. And he was a simple guy, he knew he was good, but in the same way, he was doing jokes. And you understand what I'm saying? This is a good man. You can see this is a good man. When you have to speak, you speak, but everyone is human. So such a great guy to talk. I had the opportunity to see him when I play against Manchester United last season. I talked to him for 20 minutes. He still tell me jokes, So what a guy, man! What a guy! Good, so just good memories.
One time you got on the wrong side of him. I know you've been naughty and got on the wrong side of him there. Have you played a little prank on him? Have you done anything like that?
Because we are brothers, sometimes he didn't know which is which, So this is the best one for us, We always can do that. And he didn't know. So sometimes he calls some bad words when you try to... I speak, I'm Fabio, and start to talk, and he look... you're not Fabio. He just say some words, what are you doing? So it was funny.
There was the game against Bayern Munich in the Champions League, Rafael.
No.
I know, sorry to bring this up. With
No problem.
The two yellow cards. And we were talking to Rennie Merlenstein. He came on the channel and he said there was a time when they were going to take you off because you'd been booked, but something happened. Wayne Rooney came off injured and they just got a little bit mixed up. Did anyone ever speak to you about that? Did they ever speak to you after the game and say, we were going to take you off before the red card?
No, they just said, be careful. I remember everyone saying that.
You didn't remember it on the pitch.
I didn't listen, I think. I wasn't paying attention. But to be honest, I think he didn't take me out of that game because I were one of the best players on the pitch. So he was afraid about this as well, And he knew football. He knew I was helping and everything. But it was one guy to be blamed is me. It was a stupid foul to give. You can speak about referee, could be nicer, but it was stupid, And I try to learn till now. Still sometimes get some stupid tackles or something. I said to Rio fan, he's a big friend, and you always say to me, hey, sometimes you need to play with your head. Then the same time I say, but I love you guys because football with heart is very important as well. So I remember that. So that game I was playing with my heart, not with my head. It was helping me to get sent off stupidly. But at the end, it's a mistake. You try to improve, to not give these stupid things away. But it's happened for everyone.
Yeah, because after the game, I remember Sir Alex Ferguson, he praised you. He said you did a very good job. You were one of the best players on the pitch against Frank Ribéry. Was he like that in the changing rooms afterwards? Was he okay with you, or was he a bit annoyed?
To be honest, he was hungry. But at the same time, I was crying. He started to talk. I was crying in the shower. And he just say, come, tell Rafael to come here. He say, what do you think? And something. But he saw I was so disappointed. And I knew what I did. And it just stopped, And after he just shake my head and say, okay, let's get shower. Because he knew I was, the way I was and everything. So he take it easy in that day, just that day.
I think the fans could let you off as well because we love that about you. So we would always cheer if you smash someone into the stands or you smash someone there. We go, hey! But then just because you get booked, it's like, we can't hate him now because like he's done something that we love. So yeah, I mean, you're a man after my own heart.
Yeah, it's like this, but... maybe if you won that game, everyone was thinking, it was like this. But because you lost, you need to learn. You need to learn because you cannot do these things. You let down all the team, and you can, like it's happened, you can lose a quarterfinals because of that. So you need to, like Rio always say to me, you need to play with your head as well.
It was that fact though that, like Maka was saying, that you played with your heart, that the fans loved, and you always seem to be up for it against the big teams, the big rivals, against Manchester City.
I love.
Yeah, there was the famous sort of time when you went toe-to-toe with Carlos Tevez. Just tell us a little bit about that. Was that a game that you were always up for because it was Manchester City?
Or because it was Tevez and he
left? Of course. You can see my games back against Liverpool, against City. I always play, not always, but 90% of these games I play well. And when Tevez went, to be honest, I said this on the book. Is on the book this as well. Tevez is a great player, but we never had a good relationship at Manchester. You know, Tevez it was a guy. He didn't treat the young guys with a lot of respect, in my opinion. And maybe this as well, you know, helps for everything what's happened. And I remember that it was crazy. It was dark. I'm telling you guys, in that day I was like, I couldn't not. I to be honest, I don't think I see something. I was so hungry.
I love that. Yeah. I you know what? I'm a rubbish player, but I do those same things. Yeah, I lose my head, but I wouldn't change it. Like someone in your team has to be that way. Like, and I think you set the, because you know, football fans, we are easily pleased. Yeah, if you kiss the badge, love the badge, work for the badge, and you hurt some people, we will ride with you to the very end. And I think that's what we like with you. I couldn't wait to see you when you came back with Istanbul. And part of me was like, oh man, this guy needs to score today, because you've grown attached to us. It's crazy. Like we see ourselves in you.
I'm pleased to hear that about this, you know, because you are United support and you maybe want me to score, you know. It's nice. Thank you for that. But well, it was good last season because I play well first game, very well, second game okay, you know. But it was good to see so many messages, to see all the supporters still remember me for the way I am, and I was so it was amazing. It was amazing in these games last season.
You obviously also hated Liverpool. Obviously,
I hate more Liverpool than Manchester City for.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, have you got that picture on your wall with Skirtle and Lucas and everyone, and you're just there like this? Let me at him.
Everyone, I played with this Skirtle here last season, you know, before he get injured, and he always speak about this. It was and Lucas is my friend, you know, but on the pitch, sorry, but I can say I respect only one badge. Even in these games, it's United badge, so it's not friends on the pitch, you know. It's just I'm not saying enemies, but close to that.
They're enemies. Was that your favorite goal?
Yeah. I always say this is my favorite goal. Is that goal against Liverpool.
Even the QPR one though, that was a proper Brazilian goal. That QPR one.
It wasn't against Liverpool. Sorry, guys.
It's true.
Yeah.
But what a goal! When you hit that, did you used to do that all the time in training?
Nah, not all the time. Scholes used to do this all the time in training. I maybe once in 3 months or 2. but before I shot it, I remember Gigi saying the dressing room after the game. He was like this, pass, don't shoot. And I just shot. It was funny. He said like this. He said, okay. After he scored, he said, good.
Yeah. 2012-13 was the season to come. And I think that's the one where you come of age, maybe, I think would be fair to say, especially under Sir Alex. You played so many games. It was a big league win. It was one we all remember. What was that season like for you, especially in the end with it being Sir Alex's last one?
It was special, but that's where Ferguson come again, you know. I remember when we lost the season before, I played bad against Everton. I played very bad. Everton won against us or draw. I can't remember now. I played very bad, I remember.
4-4.
Yeah.
4-4.
We lost the lead that day. We draw. Exactly.
I'm blaming you, Rafa, don't worry.
But I remember that day, and this helping for the season, next season, and the Sunderland game as well, because he say, you see everything we are going through here. I hope next season we always think about this, you know, when we are playing. And to be honest, guys, every game I was in, I was thinking about this, and this helped me a lot because I was saying, no, this season we're going to win the league. And I remember Ferguson. I didn't play first game. I was in Olympics. And okay, we lost. And second, before I play, Ferguson come. Now you are ready, huh? Now it's your age. I remember he's saying, you know, let's go, huh? Let's play, let's enjoy. And that season I play nearly every game, and it was amazing, you know.
It was special.
What was it like when you found out that Sir Alex Ferguson was retiring? Because obviously he'd been your manager all the time at Manchester United. How did you feel?
How did the day go?
Yeah.
Can we speak about the day? Like, so
It was strange, you know, because he didn't speak with anyone because it was shock for everyone, you know. It was everyone when we heard the news, everyone was like this. What is happening? What is going to? It's true. You know, when you say it's true, you start to asking to, and at the end, I think the players they still think maybe gonna change his mind. You know, like he just saying this, maybe, but it wasn't. I think to be honest with you, I was very very sad because it was my best season for United, and I wish he could stay more to maybe I play with under him and win titles for 5 or 6 years more. You never know. But in the same way for him, I think he retired in good way, you know. In that season, the team played very well. We were like 15 points in front of second. So, well, it was shocking. It's shocking for everyone.
What was the dressing like? So, did Sir Alex tell you? Did somebody else tell the dressing room?
That's why no one tells us in that day. You know, we been champions. The news was in the morning after the game. You know, it's when people start to say, "Oh, Ferguson going to retire." You know, and well, I think in the morning everyone was a little bit shocked. You know, with that news. But well,
with the tears in the dressing room and stuff like that.
Not, I don't say tears.
Because there were tears in my house.
Yeah, and mine.
For sure. Maybe because the players was thinking maybe going to come back. It wasn't like this, but of course after the end of the season, I think a lot of people cry for sure.
What was it like when David Moyes came in, and obviously you got a new manager, new coaches as well? How did that feel? How did you get on with David Moyes?
Well, it was different, you know, for everyone, and that's why I say this all the time about Moyes. You know, it was very hard for him. Well, the job he took, guys, never will be easy for him. You know, and everyone was we just been champions. Everyone expect him to be Alex Ferguson. You know, he's David Moyes. He's not Alex Ferguson. You know, so. You know, when you have a best manager in the world, everyone love him, and you want the guy who arrived to be the other guy, but it's not like this, you know. He's David Moyes, man. He have his proper mentality, his way to play football. Maybe, of course, some players, so maybe his way to play football wasn't Manchester United way, but at the same time, because everyone was thinking about Ferguson, even the players, it get worse. You understand what I'm saying? Everything he used to do, it was, okay, this is not good. Sometimes it's good, but your mind, why he's doing this? Why he's doing that? Because Ferguson was in everyone's head, you know? So it's fair to say it was hardest for him, you know?
What was the one thing that maybe Moyes could have done which would have made him more successful as someone that was in the dressing room?
I don't know. Maybe keep. I don't think it's someone. He didn't keep anyone, you know, in the Fergie era. Maybe could keep. I don't know, McPherson or someone, you know, to help him. Of course, he had gigs. He bring Phil Neville, but Phil Neville was a player before, not a coach, you know. So it's different. It's not the same thing. Maybe this, but it's, you know, it's hard, man. It's not easy.
Yeah, it is very hard. Obviously, Manchester United fans blame one man for you not being here anymore, Mr. Van Gaal. When he arrived, I've read that you've said you were scared because he famously doesn't like Brazilians. Was it just a relationship that was never going to work? Was there a certain moment where it fell apart?
my friend, I can say to you, I try hard no, to work, but the guy was just, I can't say he was crazy. He is crazy. He's a crazy human being. I swear to you guys, he's just crazy human being, you know. So hard to work with him, you know. So
Why was it difficult?
he's crazy. He's just, you know, the way he see the world is different from everyone else. I not say football. I say world outside. You know, he's I don't know. I never work with a guy like him. You know, because everyone knows I don't like him. So it was pain, you know, to see that. But at the end, like I said to you, I don't like to blame him for everything. But I just can't say it's my opinion. I don't like him. You know, I don't like he. Not as a coach. As a coach, okay, he have some qualities, he have some good bad, but as a human being, he's the one of the bad ones.
As that's an interesting thing, and I could easily laugh at that, but I want to try and get a little bit deep. Like, as someone watching from the outside looking in, Van Gaal was very robotic. So he overloads everyone with information. He expects you to take it in. If you don't, you're out. Yeah. So is that the kind of thing that you're on about?
Yeah. He's like this. You said one word and apply for Van Gaal is robot. He think everyone have to when he arrive, you say, okay, Van Gaal, you're there. But it's true. He's like this, man. It's just one. I have a story. It's in my book. I'm gonna tell you guys. I play a game and I get stitches here. I don't know if you heard this before. I get stitches in my head in the FA Cup. And the other day, 2 days after, always he speak in the lunchtime. We eat and after he speak for 5-10 minutes. I was doing like this in my head, you know, because I had the stitches. But he was speaking and my head was like this because I was touching. And then suddenly he stopped to speak, you know. And I was like this. He touched me. I looked to him. It's funny, guys. And he said to me, why you are not looking to me when I'm speaking? I say, because I'm touching my stitch here, you know, it's pain. When I speak, you look in my face. I say, hey, I said, respect me. I say. Then I went black. You know, maybe after that I never play again. I went black and I said to him, I start to scream. I respect you. I always respect. After everything you did, of course I respect you. You can ask everyone here, and I think he didn't expect that, and he just stop speak. You know, like this. And he say, okay. And I keep like this, and he's still talking. That day was funny, man. Oh, I say that day, I really say this guy is not right. This guy is crazy, very, very crazy.
He forgets the human side of things, it seems.
Yeah, he's like you say, he's a robot. You know, he's a robot. He think everybody have to be like robots. You know, so I'm not like this. So maybe that's why he didn't like me.
When was the day that you realised, Rafael, that you were going to leave Manchester United?
That was the day.
Was that it? Was that it? Was that the day when you thought?
No, after this, I remember Antonio, because we go down, everyone went to the dressing room. Antonio come to me, Antonio Valencia. He said to me, the guys was laughing a little bit because of this, you know, this reaction, and the player was laughing. And now they come to me and say, you're crazy, everything like this. And Antonio come to me and say, bro, you're not gonna play anymore, my friend, 100%. And I didn't play after that game, you know. After that, that's happened. So maybe that's the when I saw, I'm not going to play for Manchester United again. But I knew before. I played some good games. I think Giggs, you know, he was pushing him to put me to play, and I played 10 games, and suddenly I get injured, and he didn't put me in the squad anymore. So
because Javier Hernandez had a bad time with him as well, didn't he?
Who?
Chicharito Hernandez.
Yeah. He didn't like him either.
Why is it South Americans?
But he loves Argentinians. I swear to you, man. he love Argentina guy. I think it's South America just like Argentina. They don't like other countries. Of course, I'm doing a joke, but everyone say he love Argentina guys, apart from Di Maria, I think.
There's always one.
There's always one.
Rafa, since leaving, you always seem to care about United, and you act like a United fan, obviously. Like, just, I don't know how you're feeling as a fan at the moment. Just forget your, like, the career side. Like, as a Man United fan, watching the club, do you feel happier now?
I feel amazing happy for two things, because I see improvement. We signed some good players now in this summer, and I love Ole, man. I just love Ole. I can say like this, I love him as a person, and I think he's improving a lot as a manager, And like you said, I have the mentality for Manchester United, because the way I am. And guys, Ole is the same. He loves that club, but he loves with all his power. And you can be sure he's gonna do everything for United get it back where he belongs, because he knows that he play with the best. He win trophies, so he know where United stands. So I'm sure he will do that, and I hope he's going to improve again, because I saw improvement last season, and I want, of course, all United supporters like I am. I want to see titles, and I hope this season he can get that, because it'll be very important.
He does. Out of all of the managers, like Moyes, like you said yourself, the football style maybe wasn't great. He was a little bit out of his depth. Van Gaal, the style wasn't right. He also maybe didn't quite get the spirit and the human side of things that comes with this club. And like Mourinho was another one of those from the school of Van Gaal, just a step away from it. And Ole is the first one that kind of gets it. And I suppose, is that important for a manager? Like, because people seem to think he'd only get a job at Man United, nowhere else. But it's important to get the club, right?
Of course. This for these days more than ever, I think. You need to get the mentality of the club, the way they play. How they play. How they of course, every supporter want to see a win, want to see the team playing good football. But in the same time, every club have a way to play. Barcelona have one, United have one, Chelsea have one, Liverpool. You can say many clubs, have a style of play, So I think United is like this, and Ole knows that. He knows. You can see now, with the wingers he's playing, with the players, he's trying to build the young guys. United is about this. Every time since I arrived there, I heard the stories, and it's one big phrase in the corridor is if you are good enough, you are old enough. I never forget this. His phrase is there, So it's like this, United. Everything is about.
Great.
I think the phrase is like this,
No, that's correct. That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. You're right. Go on, Jay.
You mentioned there about the signings that Manchester United have made, and you've been impressed with them. Today it looks like Rafael Varane as well could be coming to Manchester United. Do you think he's a player that'll do well there?
I think he have all the potentials to do good. The way he plays, and of course you need time. But I spoke about Cavani. I gave an interview about Cavani before he arrived, and I said this guy is perfect for Manchester United. And you can see now, guys, he was. And I think Varane is a kind of the guy, not the same as Cavani, but player who play with the heart as well. He's there. You see he loves football. He's not there just to be beauty or something like this. He loves football. He loves to win. He have the winning mentality. This is very important.
Rafa, you wore number 21. Yeah. Can I just get you to say 3 sweet words for me? Yeah.
Can you say
21 is coming?
21 is coming.
You know it. 21 is the title. The Sunshine Kids is the name of your autobiography. Yourself, Fabio, Wayne Barton as well. The foreword is by Sir Alex Ferguson, the GOAT himself. It's released on August the 9th, 2021. Obviously not long from now. We'll put some links to Amazon and things in the description below. But just tell us why now with the book? Why did you want to do it?
It Wayne, it's some supporter, Wayne put some video about me, and one supporter just said to him, "Why you don't do books with these guys? We love them." And when say it will be amazing, I'll be very happy. And I saw that, and but I never thought. I say we are together. It was pandemic, and me and my brother, I said, "Nah, they're not gonna do a book from us and everything." And my wife say, "Come on, guys, speak with Wayne. See what if he really wants." And I said, "Okay, I will send a message for him." I sent a message, and we had a great talk for like 1 year about this book and doing this book. It was amazing. Great stories, guys. Great stories in this book.
Yeah, make sure obviously we got a few stories here today, but make sure you're buying that book. Support Rafael Da Silva. Check out his Instagram and things like that as well. He's obviously still a footballer. He's not just doing that. He's still playing for Istanbul.
I am more finished than starting, but I'm still footballer.
Rafael, when you coming to a United game with us?
I need to come one day. When I stop football, I need to stop before,
We'll get you a disguise. And we'll get you in the Stretford end with us, yeah?
It's good. It'll be a good one.
Rafa, do you think one day you'd come back to United? Would you come back to United if they said to you, "We need you, come back"? Would you love to come back?
Of course he would.
Of course, I would love to come back, And but to be honest, I had a great time in Manchester United. I don't see this happen now, but of course, I would love to come back.
I'll tell you what. Apparently, Ollie wants Kieran Trippier, yeah?
Yeah.
So, if we somehow make that move not happen, Rafael Da Silva back up to Wan-Bissaka.
Fans' favourite, back at the club. Everyone's happy.
Everyone is happy, huh? It will be nice, you guys, but let's see what's happened.
Rafa, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Thank you for joining us. Obviously, we heard your children in the back. You are a family man now.
Thank you very much, guys. Sorry for that.
No, don't apologise.
You don't have to apologise. It's weird seeing someone that I considered to always be so young now has 3 kids and a wife, is writing books and everything like that. It's weird to me.
The life goes quick, guys. Huh? I will tell you. Even with the kids, it's yesterday when my first daughter born. I was winning the title 2012, 2013. So it's go like this,
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
We appreciate you, man. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Make sure you buy Sunshine Kids. Check out Rafa and Fabio's book. Make sure you subscribe to Stretford Paddock as well. Get your comments in the comments below. Rafa2 on the socials as well. Thank you very much to Rafael Da Silva for joining me. This has been one of the happiest days I've had on this channel. We'll see you later.